And as we near the end of Yvonne Rosales' tenure as El Paso District Attorney, ABC7 has extra perspective from a man who once went head-to-head with Rosales for the position. James Montoya was an assistant DA under the previous DA, Jaime Esparza, for 7 years, but left the prosecutor's office shortly after losing the primary to Rosales in 2020, and even left the state to work in the U.S. Attorney's Office in Oklahoma for 18 months. And now he is back in the El Paso County Public Defender's Office. And he was in the courtroom last week to hear the explosive testimony by a family of a Walmart shooting victim who accused Rosales and her representatives and members of the DA's office of intimidation and impersonating them to El Paso journalists, as well as when Rosales took the stand and invoked her right to remain silent to avoid self-incrimination. I asked him his thoughts on what we witnessed unfold in court.
Really what's transpired in the last couple months, or what we've seen happen in the last several months in the Walmart case is really shocking. This is kind of the worst case scenario. This is as bad as it could have gotten.
During the 2020 primary and even after Rosales won, Montoya was vocal in his opposition to her taking over the office, even releasing a video on social media in which he said Rosales' decision to let go of a quarter of the attorneys, paralegals, and other staffers would be detrimental to the community. He told me today it wasn't just the Walmart shooting case that was on his mind, but the thousands of other cases that are pending and constantly being entered into the justice system.
It sucks to know that I was right, or that this came to fruition. It's very unfortunate what the people that have been hurt by it, victims, people accused of crimes, waiting to know whether their case is actually going to move forward or not, police officers that don't know whether their cases are moving forward or not. The courts are just clogged. These 3201 motions where people are having their cases dismissed, that was something that never happened under Jaime Esparza, and when we were there. That just did not happen.
As we await an announcement from the governor about who will be named to fill the remainder of Rosales' term, I asked Montoya what it would take to rebuild the office, both morally and physically, in light of those leaked emails obtained by ABC7 from DA employees and attorneys. There appears to be a morale problem on the second floor of the county courthouse. Plus, numerous attorneys have cycled in and out of the DA's office in the last 2 years. Cases are changing hands, and the office is understaffed.
It's going to be a tall task for whoever the interim DA is, and certainly whoever the next elected DA is, building trust within the office. The emails indicate to me that there is a sense of embarrassment, of paranoia in the office, mistrust, distrust, and I think that's where it starts there, rebuilding that trust and confidence within the DA's office, and then slowly having to earn the trust of the community again, showing that we're processing cases, showing that they're moving cases along, showing that they're using their discretion appropriately. What has happened at the DA's office isn't affecting the federal case at all. I don't anticipate that having an effect on the federal trial. With everything else, it's hard to say. There are cases that have been pending since I was there in 2016, 2017, 2018. I'm hoping that once the interim DA is there, we'll be able to start trying more of these old cases.
And I asked Montoya if he will consider running for district attorney again. He said he would need to talk to his family and friends before making a firm decision.